coordinate things continuously. Incredible thing about agents, though, is you have your experience stream. I'm briefly intersecting where we have this joint moment where we're experiencing things together, although, we each have our own perspective. But an agent can literally transfer their entire experience stream to another agent.
Welcome to Gen AI Talks.
And so as we talk today, we're gonna have a phenomenal chat. I'm sitting with someone who's had a legacy that just stands off of paper. So with that said, I can't do it justice. Steven, let you introduce yourself.
I've been in Silicon Valley I did 3 venture-funded startups here. Then I formed Founderspace, which is a startup accelerator, work with entrepreneurs from all over the world. We kind of got our reputation in bringing entrepreneurs into Silicon Valley from overseas. We work with entrepreneurs very closely, starting their companies. We invest in them. We also educate them. I'm also the author of 3 books. So my first book is Make Elephants Fly. The elephant is your dream, your big idea. Like, how do you make an elephant fly? It seems impossible. Well, how do you get your company off the ground? So it shows you how to innovate, how to take your company to the next level. And then my second book is everything I learned working with entrepreneurs and doing my own company. So I've worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs, seeing them struggle, and it's called Surviving a Startup. And then my third book is The 5 Forces. And this is about emerging technologies right now in the laboratory. So technologies you kind of know about, but not fully. So brain-computer interfaces, nanotechnologies, new gene editing technologies, and how are these technologies coming out into the marketplace, and what's gonna happen in the next 5 or 10 years?
I want to move towards the subject of your your third book.
Yeah.
The forces emerging right now. Can you speak a little bit about like how these forces, what are they generally, and then how do you see them converging?
Where are the next breakthroughs gonna happen? So one, naturally, we are going to do is brain-computer interfaces. And Meta has been actually pushing this in the background.
Wow.
They have been working on brain-computer interfaces for years at Meta, but Mark Zuckerberg hasn't talked about it a lot because they haven't made a big breakthrough, because it's really tough. And most of us don't want to get brain chips, but Meta just announced they have a wearable now.
Really?
Yeah, a wearable that they claim is capable of reading your thoughts.
Wow.
Like actually understanding what you're thinking. We're getting there. We have EEG technology that can literally read our brainwaves, but it's very muddy and it's very hard to decipher. Of course, if you put a chip in your brain, you can just some of that. Elon Musk has done it in 6 humans already, right? You can literally pull the language out of their head. UC San Francisco, they've done this. They've actually, chips in people's brain. You can literally, exactly what they're thinking.
Yep.
If you're blind, you can buy a little glasses with a camera on it, and it will literally take the digital images, and it can convert those digital images to little impulses, and you could put a device on your tongue, because your tongue has a lot of nerve endings, and within a couple days, you'll be seeing through your tongue. Anthropic just announced that they have an agent that can literally work continuously for 7 hours.
Wow.
Continuously. And just a little over a month ago, it was 1 hour. So they went to 1 to 7. That's, an exponential increase of 7 times. 6 months from now, it could be 7 weeks and then 7 years, right? But imagine an agent that has a continuous sense of experience. That's like a living being, right? Because it can literally remember everything it did. It can make plans. It can interact with people. It can coordinate things continuously for 7 hours. We're going to be embodying agents now with these experience streams, these streams of experience that they will be able to refer back to. The incredible thing about agents, though, is you have your experience stream. I'm briefly intersecting where we have this joint moment where we're experiencing things together, although, we each have our own perspective. But an agent can literally transfer their entire experience stream to another agent.
When we talk about just where we are today, this is a more connected world than ever before.
Yes.
We have people, like you mentioned, you're bringing people from all over the world here to Silicon Valley. Can you speak about what is that next look like with what you're seeing and these communities that you're seeing, things we're developing? Or we got a bright future that we can't even see coming? Is it going dystopian? Just give us a little bit of what to expect.
There are 2 very different futures that are possible. Oh, there's an infinite number.
In between, but
Yeah, two poles. One is we can literally be creating a utopia, right? We can cure cancer, we can extend life, we could probably solve climate change if we get our act together with AI. Dystopian, it's also on the table. Governments could control us to an extreme degree because of the amount of power that AI will grant a few individuals, very wealthy or powerful individuals, who control the means of production and control the machines and the AI could concentrate the wealth and power in their hands. That's the greatest challenge we have right now, is to push to make sure our machines serve us and serve humanity for the benefit of humanity, rather than us winding up serving them, right? Without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Simply because, they're so convenient. It's so easy. It's so much easier to have a relationship with an AI who wants to please us, wants to serve us, wants to do whatever we want, than to have a hard relationship with human beings who have their own ideas, their own wills.
This has been a brilliant chat, and I know just from this initial conversation, the crowd's gonna love it. So with that said, I do want to give you a final word to say what do you want to cover, or what do you want to let people know? So what do you want people to know coming out of this conversation? How can people stay in touch with you?
Just go to founderspace.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, any of the networks. Just search for Founderspace or Captain Hoff. I'm Captain Hoff. And yeah, come to our events. Let's meet in person. That's what I want to meet everybody in person. Nothing like meeting in person.
Nothing like meeting in person. Honored.